Welcome to EDU World Space.
In this problem, we want to know what is wrong with the following calculation. So here we have 0 that is equal to a sum of zeros. Nothing wrong here. 0 will always be equal to a sum of zeros. Then we rewrite the summation as a sum of 1 minus 1 terms, where we're adding zeros in the guise of 1 minus 1. Next, we remove all of these parentheses and say that 0 is equal to 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. Then we regroup our parentheses, but starting from the second term. So we're saying that 0 is equal to 1 plus minus 1 plus 1 plus minus 1 plus 1, where each minus 1 plus 1 term is equal to 0. So essentially we're adding 1 plus an infinite amount of zeros, implying that 0 is equal to 1. Obviously, this is false, and what is the problem here? The problem lies when we play around with shifting the parentheses. This is only possible if we have absolute convergence. So first, let's recall what does it mean for a series to converge absolutely. So suppose we're given a series, the absolute value, the sum of an terms, for n ranging between 0 to infinity. This series converges absolutely if the absolute value of an converges. So in this case, our series, an, corresponds to the sum of 1 minus 1 to the power of n, for n starting between 0 to infinity. So this is the sum of 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. And does this series converge absolutely? Let's see. Let's apply the absolute value of minus 1 to the power of n. And this will give us the sum of 1 for n ranging between 0 to infinity. And this diverges, which means that our series does not converge absolutely, which means that you can't play around by shifting these parentheses because you're changing the series entirely. So the problem here in this calculation lies in these steps right here when we remove the parentheses and when we added them back. They had to be the terms needed to be added in this order and not in any other order, in the original order. So this line was okay, and then everything else was false. And this is again because our series is not absolutely convergent.